Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. We are officially live, my fellow paesans. Of course, with I can't say special guest. We all know Mr. Santino Merenda. Let's say he's kind of like my vice president, right, Santino?
That's right.
Then we have a new entry on my right, Mr. Anthony Trimboli from Toronto.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Not bad. Thank you for coming, my friend. Which is funny that these two lovely people know each other. Like, Anthony's my subscriber, and something I know him for 3-4 years trying the Facebook and stuff. So, what a coincidence, huh?
Yeah, small world.
Big city, but small world in the same.
I know. When you came on the live the last time, then he commented and you said, "I know that guy." I was like, "Oh." Then now, fair enough, you guys are together on my show.
Yeah.
We talk about, of course, Juventus, what have been witnessing the last week. But before anything, to my fellow paisans, put a like and subscribe. I need to see those bada bing, bada boom, tick, tick going tonight, okay? So how should we start, guys?
I think we should start with the big news there with Lukaku there.
Lukaku, you want to start? I want to start with Bonucci, but if you want to start with Lukaku...
Go ahead. You're the boss.
It doesn't matter to me. We can leave Lukaku at the end, because I might have some fellow interest to show. When they show up, then we'll talk about Lukaku. Okay, I'll start with myself, then we go with Anthony and Santino and see your thoughts. Yesterday, I don't know about you guys, for me, it was a little bit shocking with Bonucci. Like, at first they said they want to keep him, because he wanted to stay even for low salary. I was like, okay, like pretty much even if you sold the guy, you won't be getting any new defenders. But then while I was doing a live at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I was looking at my iPad, and while I was doing a live, it shows up that Mr. Bonucci, 40 Rosa, that he won't be joining. Was kind of shocked for a little bit everyone. I don't know about you guys. For me, Bonucci, yes. I liked him with the Euro, what he did. I even shouted to the English fans, "Mangiate troppo pasta." The guy has a big mouth even against the rivalries, against Inter. He always tell everybody to shut up, put his grind. I know without Barzagli, Chiellini, he kind of went down after the Euro, which I wasn't happy at the last game with Italy, guys. Then we can talk about that, where he did that pop right there because he's old and stuff like that. But for me, he'll be missed. I know a lot of people saying they're not happy with him because what he did, he went to Milan. Then, of course, people defend Mr. So-called Allegri, the Tortuguina, because everybody complains about Allegri. But they all defended Bonucci because what he did. Well, everybody has their thoughts on that, and we all know that pretty much we're going to talk about it. So, Anthony, what are your thoughts about this Bonucci?
Well, I mean, I would definitely say like he's going to go down obviously as a Juventus legend. I mean, he'll be in the J Museum for the amount of appearances.
That's what I say too, but people deny it.
I think I heard he won something like 17 trophies in his 12 years or 11 years with Juve.
I think so.
It's quite a high number, right? So, I mean, obviously he's always going to be remembered for the good years, but at the same time, like, you can't ignore the past few years and his decline, like you said about with the BBC. Like, that back line was top notch, probably best in the world. And I mean, father time catches up to everybody, right? So one thing I'll say is, for me, I didn't like the way that they went about it this year, but people forget that last year they already started telling him, you're going to be a bench player. He was kind of fighting. The biggest thing is it's him and Allegri, they don't get along. And
that's
my
thing.
thoughts on Allegri.
We'll talk about Allegri after, for sure.
So, I mean, the biggest thing for me is if Allegri's staying, he clearly has a big say on the players and who he's going to have. So yeah, I didn't like the way they went about it. Like, a lot of people were saying, and I've read online that they would have liked to have like some kind of appreciation for him last year, the last game of the season, home game against Milan, something like that, right? But
like what they did with Chiellini and
exactly.
Dybala.
But the thing is, nobody really knew what was going to happen. But again, that goes back to at the beginning of last year, they told him, like, you're starting to slow down. We're going to, injuries are catching up to him. So, I mean, it is what it is now. I think it's good that Giuntoli put his foot down and is kind of telling him, like, we want to go in a different direction. If you can find somewhere to play, because he wants to play for the Euro. Right?
Yes, that's the thing, which apparently Lazio offered him, which I don't know if he's going to go to Lazio. Yeah. So,
anyways, that's my thoughts. So,
before I get into something, we have the famous Mario Romeo speaking. Ragazzi, the Bonucci debacle is shameful. This is Max making it about someone else and destroying another player. That's what Max is good at, it seems. Destroying players, which he was known for winning games. Bonucci fa parte della nostra storia and azzurri. Well, yeah, you're totally right.
Well said.
He still continues. He wasn't our best player, but like Quadrado wasn't our problem either. I will miss them both. Well, Quadrado, Allegri wanted to keep him, but they had to get rid of him. Plus, Quadrado wasn't getting along with Allegri too. So, Santino, what are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, pretty much the same things with Anthony and you said. I agree 100%. The only thing I would add is that I don't know if you guys watched like the Amazon special, the Juve.
Yeah,
he was one of the voices in the dressing room, if you remember.
Against Ronaldo.
Yeah, so he was the one.
I remember that. Yeah. That's what I love.
You can tell he was one of the people in the dressing room that had a voice. He's got the experience. People look up to him. I can't forget what he did for the Euros. He was a key factor in us winning the Azzurri when we beat England. He scored in the game and he scored in the rigore. So if it wasn't for him, he was one of the key factors. He's done a lot for Juve with Barzagli, with Chiellini, but the time has come. He's a fucking vecchierino now. He's got to go. He's making mistakes. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, how you did it too short. Vecchierino, well, like I said, I was pretty disappointed at the last game against Spain because thanks to him that,
Papera,
quella papera là. But we'll see. I don't know if he's going to go to Lazio. But what I know that on Monday, he will still be on the training. He's going to be talking with Allegri. I know he's probably hoping to see Allegri leaving. Are we going to see that, boys? I don't know. I'm still waiting to open this bottle of champagne. I know Anthony's waiting for that.
I don't think he's going to leave. It'd be nice to get a new, fresh coach in there, but I don't. It's going to cost Juve too much, and I don't.
Well, you know what? I still believe before December, anything can happen, buddy.
Maybe.
But we'll see. What are your thoughts about that with your paisano Allegri, Anthony?
Well, I mean, like I don't know. I've been saying like I want him out, but it's been too many years of the same thing, and he has a big say in player roles and like who he brings into the squad. And I mean, I know you can't really pay attention to all the rumors, but like based on like the players that we're being linked to, it's always players that match his style of play and his formation. The biggest thing that I don't like is like that he's living and dying by the 3-5-2, which it's not that it's bad, but you need certain players to play that. And like some of the guys that we have, we're now like trying to force out because they maybe don't necessarily fit. Like Chiesa can't play wing back, right? Which I know he can. They've tried to force him into that second striker role, but I don't really think he meshes well there. Like he's more of a 4-3-3 player, or even possibly like a 4-2-3-1, like behind the striker. But anyway, I don't know. Just I have the Prosecco on ice ready for when it happens. But there's one thing I'm going to mention, but I'll wait till we get to the Lukaku discussion that someone brought up that I kind of makes you think about a potential replacement coach. That he was mentioned about a month ago, but now his name's gone. And I think I know who you think I'm talking about. So
yeah,
there. But
well, which is funny. I put that as a second list, and of course, Santino had to brought that up.
Yeah.
Okay, but today's news.
Let's segue into that. Hold on. Hold on one sec. My TV just went on. I had it on pause. Keep going, guys. 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like because people are trying to connect the dots with Lukaku, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think I've heard you talk about this before. I haven't been on with you, but I know you've discussed about like recycling coaches and bringing back former coaches. We've already done it. We're seeing it with Mr. Allegri this time around, right? Like for me, I'd like to see something different. But
Well, same with me. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about Mr. Conte.
yeah.
I don't know what the rumors recently, as far as I know, it hasn't been popping up a lot. But the Spalletti has been popping up because he will be the next coach after Allegri. So I don't know with this Lukaku thing that we're mentioning. Then we can talk about go on with Conte and stuff. It went World War today. You my interested were like, oh, take him. I can't wait. I said, guys, shut up. This is just a rumor. Please don't even start with me. I don't know about you guys. Like this is not what I don't get. Like Shensky, a question. Shensky is he being replaced?
Who? Chesney?
No, the reason I'm saying it because we know Lukaku can be a goalie. He's going to be replaced by Lukaku. You know what I mean? Do we need another goalie? Like I don't know, man. Well, you mentioned it first, Santino, about Lukaku. What are your thoughts?
So first, I gotta ask you guys. Do you guys think Lukaku is a replacement for Moise Keane, for Vlahovic? What's he? If we get him, is he?
Well, the rumors are saying it will be replaced by Vlahovic.
Okay, so let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. So if we're getting Lukaku to replace Vlahovic, the answer for me is no. Strictly because if this was Lukaku 3-4 years ago, yeah, he's 30 years old now, and Vlahovic is 23, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't want Lukaku at 30. If it was Lukaku at 26, 27, maybe I might entertain the idea. But not now at 30 years old. Vlahovic has got another 10 years at least. Lukaku's got what, 2-3? Finita after that, buddy. So
like Mario said, I'll take Lukaku for a discount, more for fiber. Come on, Mario, please.
Like I said, if it's to replace a Milik or a Keane, absolutely I take him. But not to replace Vlahovic as our number 9. That's just stupid. Now, the only thing I can think of, which is probably what you guys are thinking about, the only thing I can think about is that we all know that Lukaku said it 950 times. He loves Inter. He wants to stay at Inter. Inter's the team for him over and over and over. Now, all of a sudden, he wants to go to Juve. Why? I think he knows.
He knows something.
He spoke with his main man there, and we all know Antonio Conte and Lukaku together. Lukaku's a beast with him. And he loves Conte, and that's why he wants to come to Juve. That's the only thing I can think about.
Yeah,
otherwise, why the fuck would he come here? Why?
No
why would he come to his rival?
But the other thing is what I know, Allegri wants him because he fits Allegri's style. So I haven't heard anything about Conte, but there might be surprises, man. I don't know.
Why would Lukaku come to his fucking rival? Does that make sense to you?
No,
he did say Milan, Juve, he will never go.
Hated rivals. Lukaku knows this because he's played against Juve and the fans have been abusing him, vice versa. Okay, he doesn't like Juve. He doesn't like the fans. He doesn't like the tifosi. He doesn't want to come to Torino. He loves Milan. He said it 50 times. Why the hell would he come here? He's coming because he knows something.
It's my buddy.
I'm telling you.
Your buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, ciao, Luca. Let him go to Inter. You don't need.
No. It can't happen. Like, see, so to your point, Reno, about how he said Allegri wants him because Allegri's prototypical number 9 is a big, strong guy who can play with his back towards the net. But it's like, again, I don't know. I think that's very old school. Like the game has changed so much. You don't need a guy that plays with his back to the goal. That's why Vlahovic struggles. He can't play that way because Allegri's trying to teach him to play like that. He doesn't play like that, right? He needs. I don't know, man. On the sides to help him out.
Yeah.
Right?
Mario,
But
bravo. Bravo, Mario.
that's actually a good point as a reinforcement of Vlahovic. But the thing is, they keep tying the two together because they're saying we need Vlahovic's money in a sale to purchase.
Absolutely not.
Right. But
absolutely not.
I think it's, to me, it's crazy. I would never do that because how does that make sense? You're going backwards instead of forwards. You're going with a 30-year-old that's 20, right? Doesn't make sense.
No. This is what I don't get with this Rembambita Allegri and La Società. But did you guys see the list that he wants to get rid of? He wants to get rid of Ranocchia,
Barbieri.
Barbieri, all these young players.
All the young guys,
except for Rovella at this moment. Like, I don't get this guy, man. Yeah. They want to do it, but they keep on saying for years, project after project. Where is this project? Then people come up to me, the fellow Allegriani. Oh, Rino, you shouldn't be talking like this. Oh, Rino, this. They always defend Allegri. Come on. I can even flip this thing. But yeah, just really piss me off when I hear these things.
Well, and one other thing I wanted to mention about like tying back into the Bonucci
Alberto.
Stuff. Oh, he's here, Mr. Alberto. Ciao. But no, tying back into the Bonucci stuff. The other thing that people were pissed off about is that they're trying to push him out, but they keep guys like Sandro.
Oh, that guy's a lucky man. I don't know, man.
Even him, he's as useless can be. And they're keeping him. Like they're saying they're trying to negotiate with him to either terminate the contract or sell him, right? But
that's probably June don't make the magic happen. We'll see.
Yeah, but because Allegri likes him, that's why you don't hear, right? See, it all goes back to Reno. How many times I tell you, who does it go back to every time? Always the coach. I'm sorry, but for me he's the biggest issue. The biggest issue.
Well, I agree with you. Some people don't agree with me, but I stick with my guns. I don't care what other people say. What do you think, Sandino? Yeah. You're quiet there.
I'm just listening. Yeah. Regarding the coach, I think a new coach would work. Sandro, like you mentioned, Fashkivo, I don't like. He can go pack his bags, but we got to see, man. The team's not constructed yet, so I don't know. The thing that really pissed me off is that Milinkovic-Savic really broke my heart, man.
No,
I can't believe that shit, man. Like,
yeah, one sec. I bet you said it's all about Max ego, this Bonucci thing. Exactly. That's what we just said at the beginning of the show, Mr. Paesano. If you want to join, let me know. I'll put you in next time, buddy. You're always welcome, like I said. So you're talking about Milinkovic-Savic. I gotta bring this again.
Yeah, it broke my heart, man. Like,
broke your heart. Well, you said it at my last show on the comment.
If Juve didn't get him because they didn't want to give up, if Juve didn't get Milinkovic-Savic because they didn't want to give up Rovella, I'm gonna be. If I hear that's the truth, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna be very upset. If that's
because he wanted to go to Dubai, not because of Rovella.
Nah, that's what I heard, man. I heard that Lazio wanted Rovella and Juve said no. If that's the case, I'm gonna be upset, man.
I don't know if that was like the be all end all, but that was part of the discussion.
I heard 20 million in Rovella.
Yeah, but Santino, hold on. But so you would have done the deal for Rovella? You
1,000,000%.
Yeah. I don't
no hesitation.
For me, I'm hesitant because personally, again, it's like the Lukaku Vlahovic thing. Okay, one guy like SMS is proven. Don't get me wrong. Rovella hasn't really proved much. I understand that, but no way
in hell.
I don't know. He's
we couldn't pay the 40 million for SMS without selling.
Yeah, that's what I think it came down to.
The 40 million for SMS without.
Because remember, Lazio is like.
If you can join, I better send you a link on the comment.
They want Juve to overpay, right? So they're going to ask for an arm and a leg. Like Parisi. Look at Parisi. He goes to Fiorentina. How much? 10 million? 12 million? They wanted 15, 20 million from Juve, right? So
I'm just telling you what I heard. I read 20
million
in Rovella. That's what I heard. And if Juve didn't do that, wrong decision, my friend. Because Rovella, I know you guys like him. He will never put up the points the goals and assists that SMS puts up. He'll never get 10 goals and 10 assists like SMS does every single year. Rovella is a bench player this year at best. He's not going to start. He's going to come off the bench. You guys make it sound like Rovella scored 4, 5, 6 goals. Like he scored 1 goal for Monza. 1. We played every game. What are you guys talking about?
No, but
like when I read that, I was like, "Are you guys like?" I understand Rovella's got talent. I like him too. But if you ask me,
but he's going to Saudi. It was official.
It's the money.
I'm just
the
saying.
money.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because here's Alberto. He's saying they were also going to give us nothing for Rovella, less than 10 million. So
I understand that, but if you take the 3 young guns, Rovella, Fagioli, and Miretti, for me, Fagioli is above all of them. For me,
right now,
I think he scored 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah,
they had to put him in a starting role because of our injuries. He scored some big goals. I see him ahead of everybody else. If you're asking out of those 3, and I like Rovella, but for SMS, if that was the deal and Juve didn't do it, that's a big mistake because this year,
I don't know, man.
With no Europe, Juve could win the Scudetto this year with SMS. With no Europe,
with SMS,
and the Coppa Italia too.
Well, the crazy thing is, okay, let me ask you this. If we had to bring back the team the way it is, so the same team as last year, no sales other than
the
guys that were loanees.
Yes, I think they can win the Scudetto, yes. Without playing in Europe, yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
With a healthy Pogba,
I don't think so.
Hold on. With a healthy
Pogba, I see my thought about this.
It's all depending, right? With a healthy Pogba.
You need good health.
You need Vlahovic to do what he did with Fiorentina. You need a healthy Chiesa. You need the defense to be there and be healthy. Bremer's got to do what he's got to do. Yes, with no Europe, concentrating on strictly the Campionato, yes, I think Juve can challenge for the Scudetto. Yes, to answer your question.
Well, because I was going to say, like, I thought the same thing, but I know me and Reno, we've talked about this, but when you line up Inter's lineup on paper, because they added Frattesi.
Yeah, Inter's got a great team.
To me, it doesn't.
Then by keeping Allegri, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
And then I know that's your argument is Allegri, but to be honest, like for me, I think Brozovic, the loss of Brozovic for Inter is such a big deal that putting Frattesi in his place to me is like almost like it's a downgrade. So I know they still have their strong team, but then even in net, what are they going to do in net? Onana's going to go. Handanovic is gone. So it depends who they bring in. You could saw it off.
So yes, you're right, Anthony. Defensively, Brozovic is better, but Frattesi blows them out of the water offensively.
Yeah,
blows them out of the water.
Yeah,
I think Brozovic scored 1 or 2 goals. Frattesi had 5, 6 goals for Sassuolo. Imagine with Inter with a.
And you know what he did with the national team, but then we got to see what he does with Inter.
Yeah, we'll see. And like Anthony said, on paper, Inter's got a strong squad.
And we got to be careful with Napoli too, huh?
Napoli, even Roma, buddy. Roma's gonna.
Roma. Milan, I don't know.
I don't know about
because with Pioli, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Pioli, for me, I'm not convinced this year. I think they're gonna take a big step back.
Reno doesn't like Pioli, huh?
Pioli.
No, I don't like Pioli. I don't like Allegri. Pioli e Allegri sono tutti e 2 ribambiti. Like my nonno says. My nonno's a Milanista. You know what he said to me? Milan non vincerà niente until c'è Pioli, quel coglione di Pioli è come quel cretino di Allegri. Non l'accetto. But that's the reality.
Reno, facts are facts. Pioli took Milan to the semifinals of the Champions League this year and won the Scudetto 2 years ago.
No, that I respect.
They weren't expected to do that.
In favor. No, respect. You know me. I'm kind of in favor with Milan because my mom is a Milanese. Like, I'd rather go with Milan than Inter. You know that. But Pioli, I don't know. First of all, Milan should not be 4th place. They should be 5th place.
Yeah, Juve, they took you.
Yeah, because of that situation whatsoever. But we will have to wait and see. Because they have Pulisic. He's a good player, but he's injury prone too. Walking banded, like you say.
I like Pulisic. I don't know what position they're going to put him in, though, man. He plays the same position as Leao. That's what he plays with Chelsea. He's not going to take Leao's spot. Leao is one of the best players in Serie A in that position. Where's he going to play? On the right?
They're going to have to put him on the wing. Yeah.
And the thing I don't like about Milan, like I told you before, they got rid of Maldini, big mistake. And, of course, what's his name?
Tonali.
And now they have this Direttore sportivo,
Love to see it.
Ottavio. You were put him by Maldini Massara. My
What are you
days.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second, Mr. Alberto in the house. Daddy Duty kicking me now. Enjoy, fellas. Wish I could join. Don't get too fired up. Forza io fino alla fine. And te, everyone else, amici di nessuno. Grande. That's what I miss. Don't worry,
Ciao,
bro.
buddy.
We'll get you in next time, Alberto, like I said, after
Alberto's a good guy, man. That guy's awesome.
Alberto's
Alberto?
Alberto, yeah, he's a good guy.
Alberto's number one. Like the guy, what he did, like I said to everyone, and please subscribe to all Juvecast, everybody. He did pretty good. So we have to give him respect, which I do.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, of course. So he knows his stuff.
That's where we get the news, man. We get the news from his guys, right? They post it all the time. So
they're doing a good job.
A few places where I get it, so definitely go check them out for sure.
You see, Alberto, come ti rispetto.
Right.
So we were talking, sorry guys, about Milan. Yeah, but the situation,
With
like
Pulisic.
I said, Pulisic at the end, but the new direttore sportivo, Ottavio. Like for me, Milan, they're doing a big mistake. So we'll see. I might be wrong.
I don't know. It's very similar to here, I guess, right? Like with getting rid of Agnelli, now Giuntoli, something new. But I feel more confident with Giuntoli for sure than I would say with Milan.
Giuntoli,
right?
we'll get into. We want to talk about Giuntoli. Say my thoughts, then you guys say your thoughts.
Go for it.
Okay. Giuntoli arrived last week. Okay, the rumors were going around. Because Romeo Agressi, Giovanni Albanese did not see him, people were seeing through the YouTube world, even in Italy, that Giuntoli non è ufficiale, he's not going to be there, blah, blah, blah. Not even 24 hours, Giuntoli was official on Thursday at Juventus. What surprised me about Giuntoli, after all, he's been with Napoli for 8 years, he did a wonderful job, he let them win the Scudetto after 30 years. His dad was a Juventino, which he's a Juventino too. He went from Prato all the way to Torino to watch Juventus. So for him, as what he speaks, it's good that we need a guy that loves Juventus. Then, of course, hear the rumors with that other Rimbambi, the De Laurentiis, that's saying if I knew Giuntoli was Juventus, I would have fired him. Well, guess what? His new director sportivo, I don't remember his name. He's a Juventino too, what I heard. So the De Laurentiis.
Yeah.
Fa quattro passi. Now, since he's becoming, I know it's the start whatsoever, but I kind of noticed about something about this guy. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. He's kind of do things secretly, like the way I like it. Don't you remember about somebody like the great Moji? He used to do so secretly, and that's what I kind of see with that guy. I know it's early. Some people like today, which really pissed me off, they're already putting Giuntoli out because they got rid of Bonucci. And the YouTube world would just, like, the Juventus fans are never happy. Like, I will never say that, and I think he would do a great job. So, what are your thoughts so far with Mr. Giuntoli, which we needed sporting director for a long time after Marotta? So... Let's start up with Mr. Paesano Trimboli.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty early, obviously, but I mean, I don't know. Just
the begin what you think and see, because even with Napoli, he was kind of secretive. He brought these players, Guevara, Osimhen, Kim. I didn't even know. Santino kind of knew them. Oh, we got this player. They got this player, Kim. He's even that Jorginho got in. Santino is always right at the end. And yeah, so we'll see. I hope he does the same thing with us.
Yeah, like, I mean, just the one thing that I'm noticing is, again, like who they're being linked to, again, whether they get these players or not, but there's a lot of like younger players that he's looking at from like La Liga and just abroad, not even in Italy that he's looking at. And there's rumors that they're interested in this guy and that guy. Like, that's good stuff. Like, we need a little bit of a change, right? So obviously you saw his progression with Napoli over the last 8 years. So, you know, I have a good feeling. And the biggest thing for me is, might sound kind of cheesy, but I mean, if he's Juventino at heart, he's going to put that first, right? So
Oh
just
yeah. Well,
give him some time. But to your point about how YouTube, it's a great place, and then sometimes it's a crazy place about June to Leo. Even now with
especially in the
Lukaku,
Italian world, oh, trust me.
with the Lukaku rumors, it's the same thing. People are already freaking out, saying they're gonna burn their jerseys and June to Leo out and whatever. The guy hasn't even signed yet. It's just
Oh, one of my buddies just said that today. If that happens, I'm gonna buy the jersey. I'm gonna burn it.
oh
My Juventino buddy.
yeah.
Oh
No,
man.
it's still too early, like I said. But I mean, we'll see. Like what ends up happening with Bonucci. Do they push out Sandro? Like some of those older players, Quadrado, okay, he's gone too. Like, like we'll see if they can start to kind of turn things
Well,
over.
he's starting refresh. The names that he mentioned, like Jonathan David, uh, Samadic, the guy from Udinese, kind of wants to bring in. What's that guy? Couple Miners. Me Santino talked about it. So he wants to bring the young generation. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Paisano, Mr. Santino,
Yeah,
in that house?
same thing that Anthony says, but I mean,
Not really.
so far I'm not happy what I'm hearing. As soon as Giuntoli came in, Chiesa gone, Vlahovic, they're shopping.
But it's not 100% sure with
Coming in,
Chiesa.
and it's all bad news since this guy came in. So I don't know. So far, I don't like it, but it's just rumors. So we'll see.
Chiesa's not going nowhere.
I hope not. I've been hearing a lot of. Well, it's rumors too, right? Just
Yeah, it's rumors. A lot of Juventino want him to leave, like friends of mine, because they said they got to sell him because he's a walking band-aid. I disagree on that. No, thank you. Nobody touches Chiesa. If that happens, boy, I'm going to go to Torino, put the bomb there, man.
You know my thoughts on Chiesa. If he stays healthy, then yeah, he's a talented player. I like him. But if he's going to continue to be a walking band-aid, $60 million, you take that money, you run, my friend.
Well, so this is the thing, though, to your point, Santino, I would even say, like, I'd prefer to just keep him one more year this year. And then, okay, then this year, if, you get some injuries, then
you do what you got to do, yeah.
But to your point, like, 50s, for me, like, I would think about it, but I feel like you got to push a little bit higher, maybe 60, right? But again, you see what offers come in, right?
But you know what I'm thinking, Anthony? Let's say, I hope to God this doesn't happen, but it could happen. What I'm going to say, let's just say this year, Chiesa plays 2, 3, 4, 5 games, boom, injured, gone through 3, 4. Let's just say that happens, okay?
Yeah.
Which it could happen.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. He's a little bit injury prone. If that happens, guys, Juve's not going to get Lugats for Chiesa because people are going to know he's injury prone. They're not going to give you 60 million. That's why maybe if someone offers you 60 now, it may be a blessing in disguise. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just saying. I hope that he plays this year. He doesn't get hurt and he does what he's got to do. But there's a chance.
As long as you put him in the right position, bro. Yeah. That's all. Your paisano here, Luca, is your friend, correct?
Well, he's a relative of my wife's side, but yeah.
Oh, anyone over the age of 32 needs to go and get out and keep all the young players involved. But in order to do that, we need a different coach because with Acciughina, Detto Allegri, thank you.
He's a dinosaur, man. He just living in the.
And I don't know who's this guy's been bugging me all day. He's one of my buddies, probably Forza Inter buddy. I don't know who you are, but we're not talking about Inter. So Inter merda a casa.
He did.
But one of my buddies.
He did play Fagioli, Miretti quite often. So I mean, he does incorporate something.
The reason why he did that because he didn't have Pogba. He didn't have all his players. So also he won't put them.
Well, yeah, you got to look at that too.
You know what though? Like Santino said, I got to give him some credit because he did integrate some of the young players. Like even Barrenechea played a few games. Like I know he didn't really do much, but
Sule.
Right, Sule, yeah. Like at least he tried, but still, it never gonna.
Moise Keane, he did put in the young players, but I don't know, guys. Like I said, I want a new coach for new fresh blood, but it depends.
Well, that's what I say, bro.
Don't bring in these Faccio di Gazzo coaches, Tudor, this guy Joe Blow, this guy Juan. No, it's got to be Conte, okay, Italiano, okay, ma. Depends.
Tudor is good too.
It's Tudor, ma vaffanculo Tudor.
Wait.
A different Italiano.
What about Spalletti or no?
Spalletti won lo Scudetto. Bring him in, sure.
Yeah.
He's
No,
got experience.
because the
Yeah,
two
but we need a new.
But
Buddy, you
they were
cannot
talking
bring
about-
Conte, Ministri Scaldati, man.
But they were talking about Pirlo and Tudor. Man, stop with these fucking Mickey Mouse coaches, man. Get them out of here. I don't want Pirlo.
Tudor,
I love
I
as
can
a player.
understand. Pirlo, no.
Pirlo, I love.
I
Don't get me
gotta
wrong,
find a
but
message
come
of
on.
Santino when he talks about Pirlo when I first met him.
No, I love Pirlo. I love him.
No, I'll find that message. You remember when
but
we
not
first
for a
talked?
coach. Not for a coach.
No.
No, when you said that, when I first met you, I gotta find this. It's so funny. But you guys continue.
Well, for me, the biggest mistake they made was getting rid of him after 1 year and then bringing Max back right away. Like I would have given him at least another chance, but whatever.
Yeah, that's
At
what
least
they
they
did.
won something with him. What did they win? Coppa Italia, I think, with him, right?
And Super Coppa, yeah.
Yeah.
So
He had
wins
Ronaldo
two-
on the team too. Don't forget it.
That's I know.
And Chiesa pretty good.
Chiesa didn't get hurt
But he
that
did
year.
his part. Come on. Pirlo, let's give the poor guy credit.
Reno, I love Pirlo, but not for coach. No. Spalletti.
The best game I watched him coaching
Never
was that
mind, they're gonna put me as
Champions
coach, buddy.
I'll show
Never
you.
mind.
Sorry, I'll show you later.
No, play it again. Play it again.
Okay, I'll explain. When I first met Santino, we met through Italian football, IFTV at the Facebook. We got our numbers and stuff like that. We were watching the game, and it was when Pirlo first started against Salernitana. And I was complaining whatsoever. I said, we should put
Never mind, they're gonna put me as coach.
Vaffanculo. Wait.
Never mind.
Ok, mannaggia tutti i sappi. Vaffanculo. 22. Okay. I mentioned to Santino, well, we should put
Play it if you're gonna play.
Gattuso. This is what he said.
Never mind, they're gonna put me as coach, buddy. I'll whip these fucking Imbambid into shape. Never mind fucking Gattuso, I'm gonna be the fucking coach. Fucking Pirlo doesn't fucking talk. You're gonna have a fucking guy with fucking grinta, with fucking, you know what I mean? Testatura, fucking, you know what I mean? Put me in the fucking coach, but they'll win 5-0 every game. Never mind this bullshit.
It's true.
When I first heard this,
It's true, man.
What's up?
The
It's
best
true,
game,
man.
the best game.
No,
he
but
coached-
your talk, the Italian American, I just love it, man. When I heard that, oh my god! And then another one, I'll send it to you. It's through my phone about Ronaldo. That was the best.
Oh fuck, I remember that day.
Yeah, but I have it on my WhatsApp, so I can't do it. I don't have it on my iPad, right? So I'll send it to Trimboli.
Sorry, Anthony. What were you saying?
No, I was going to say
Sorry,
the best game I've seen him coach, Pirlo, was the Barcelona Champions League game in Barcelona. That was the best game. I think it was what 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, no
Yeah,
fans
it
in the
was-
stand. No fans
that-
though in the stadium.
Yeah, that was crazy though,
Yeah.
because like at least his style
McKennie
of play
scored
was
2 goals, I think, that game.
McKennie, right?
McKennie,
Yeah,
2
yeah,
goals.
yeah.
the second
The
leg,
second leg, yeah, that was the
and
best. game.
Ronaldo by penalty shot.
The thing is, was so offensive that they lost their Juventinità defensive style of play, right? With Pirlo, that's the thing, right? Everybody didn't like that. Now we have Mr. Defensive Coach, and look at how we're like, we can't even fucking score a goal. I don't know.
Guys, keep on putting the like, the subscription. It's getting higher and hyper here. I love it. This is what it's about with Calcio with Reno. There's going to be more to come.
Not sure. You got me and Anthony. Come on, everybody
That's it. Yeah.
tunes in.
Well, Santino, like I said, you're number one. Even though we don't agree on certain things, but you're Italian American, New York style, New Jersey style. I love it, man. I just love
From the
it.
heart, buddy. You should see when it comes to hockey. I'm even worse. Buddy.
Oh fuck! Don't get me started. We got
Anthony
to save that for
knows.
another day. We got to
Anthony
save that
knows.
for another day. Forget it.
Well, you told me the other day that your sister gave you a hard time. You said, shut up.
Oh, fuck. Hockey's a different story altogether, man.
Well, I'm out of hockey because I barely watch the Vancouver Canucks, so I cannot judge you guys.
Me and Anthony agree on Juve, but not for hockey. We're
That's
rivals. But I will say that his team actually did better than my team. They made it further than my team in the playoffs this year. So I say it the way it is. They did better.
Yeah. We all know you say the way I do too. So
We got two things in common. Me and Santino. Nous sono i Calabrese, number one, and number two, Juventino, and that's it. Then hockey, but oh no, go Bruins! Look, forget it.
I don't know who is this guy.
Oh no!
He might be one of my buddies.
Gambino, you're okay in my books, buddy.
Oh, my
You're okay in
father-in-law
my
is.
I don't know who he actually is. He might be one of my buddies from work.
You guys don't talk bad about Gambino. He likes the Bruins. He's okay in my books.
Oh
now.
no! Oh
But is he
no!
your friend?
No, I don't.
Anthony Chelsea. PSG can save Vlahovic's career.
No, I think Vlahovic can do good at Juve.
We don't know if it's for sure if he's going to stay.
I think he's gonna go.
Santino, I like this guy, smart man.
Gambino, numero uno, buddy.
Gabino, tell me who you are. Seriously, man. I have a feeling I know who you are. Who are you? One of those mancha kicks from the hall? Let me know who you are, buddy. Gabino.
Reno.
I think he knows his shit, man.
Reno.
He's probably one of my buddies, so I don't know.
He likes the Bruins. He's a smart man.
Well, he likes Inter. He's not a smart guy. If he likes Inter, he's not a smart guy. I'm sorry.
Maybe just busting your chops.
I know, probably. Che interista a casa. That's
Reno.
it. Yes?
Anthony, that's my brother-in-law, right? He's a big.
Oh, Anthony. Oh, thank you, Anthony.
He's a big PSG fan. So this is my question. This is my question. Mbappe. If he leaves, for me, that sets off dominoes everywhere. Harry Kane, Osimhen, possibly Vlahovic, right? Because you got Bayern Munich wants a striker, Chelsea wants a striker. PSG is going to have to replace Mbappe if he leaves. So it's like they're just waiting to see what happens. What do you think? You think, for me, if Vlahovic goes, I would prefer him seriously to go to PSG because, I don't know, Chelsea, I don't really think it's a good fit.
Chelsea, depends who's coaching Chelsea. They're really bad, man. Even though all the money they spend, they're really bad, man. Like, I like Chelsea with Tuchel. Hey, Santino knows that. But after that...
No, they have Pochettino, right? Is the coach now.
Oh, that we can play by a leg. Pochettino's the worst. His defensive style. I don't know. I never liked Pochettino.
But I don't know.
Too old school. So I don't know. We'll see. But well, maybe if what's his name, Luis Enrique is going to be the coach of PSG. So maybe he might be good.
Pochettino already got the job, Reno.
Yeah.
Huh?
Pochettino already got the job at PSG.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Luis Enrique is not the coach. That's why I said Pochettino I don't like because he's too defensive. I wasn't ever a big fan of him. We'll see with Chelsea what he's going to do, but I don't know. You guys like Pochettino? I don't like him.
Didn't he make the finals with Spurs? Champions
Pochettino?
League? If I'm not mistaken.
That 1 year, I forget who they played. Another.
Well, PSG, the semi-final.
Liverpool in the final.
Liverpool, yeah.
Yeah, he lost with Man City because Mbappe was out.
No.
So
Pochettino coached Spurs, if I'm not mistaken, in the finals of the Champions League. They lost to Liverpool. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
This was like 3-4 years ago.
It was the year before Chelsea beat Liverpool in the final too. I think the year
Man City.
Year.
No, they played Man City.
Man City. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. That's when it was. Yeah. But anyway, so what else you got, Reno?
Well, your thoughts about the Super League, that we're officially out then, this porqueria of Ceferin and Mr. Gravina, which I think is Santino's best friend. I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys think about this. For me, it's a bunch of porqueria, what they're doing to us. And I don't know when it's going to end. What are you guys' thoughts about this? Because, for me, Champions League, it's everything. Without Champions League, yes, Scudetto, we win so much Scudetto, I want to see my team compete in Champions League. Now, with this porqueria going on, I don't know what to say anymore, man. hopefully somebody puts Gravina, what's his name, Ceferin in jail, because Ceferin and Gravina are a bunch of mafiosi, numero uno. Che bella teppa. Ceferin is a mafioso Slovenia, wherever he is. And Gravina, the Italian mafioso, siamo fatti pan and love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I say. Bread and eggs together. Mizzica, che bel muscuio. So I'll continue on after. What are you guys' thoughts about this? Us out again at the Super League, and then, of course, the Champions League and what these ring bambinis are doing to us.
I like the Super League, me personally, but it looks like everybody's pulling out. Barca, I think, is left, and Real Madrid, I think. But but
nobody punished those teams. They do worse than Juve. Nobody punished them. Then we get punished. Well, of course. Then we got Mr. Jean Elkan cleans his hands. I hope the Saudis, you listen to me, okay? Bye. Go to John Elkan. Knock on the door. Bye, Juve, because we gotta get rid of this guy. So I don't know, man. Too much corruption, in my opinion.
That's like selling our souls to the devil, man. Selling to the Saudis. We get more money, sure. It's easy way out, right?
Everybody else does it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
right?
but honestly, our president, the owner of Juventus, he's not doing a pretty good job recently. He just cleans his hands. He gets rid of his cousin, which I don't blame him. But as much as I not like Agnelli, but he's the fighter. He tries to get in, which he tried to, which he's going to go with Giraldo, go to the touring and fight. But, Elkan, he just cleans his hands and that's it. Like, unreal. So I don't know. And he keeps he has the money. Just spend this for him and get rid of this guy, man. Rebuild the team.
How many times did I say to you? Remember, because when I watched Alberto's videos, and we've talked about it before, about they can put a bond, which is like just a lump sum of cash. They just send it into the team and say, here you go, spend it, right? Because they, like you said, it's not like they don't have money, but these guys just want a self-sustained business, right? They want Juve to be able to make their own money, so they don't have to put any of their own into the team, which is okay. That's fine. But at the same time, it's like everything's gonna take longer, right? No Champions League, you don't get that money coming in, or no European competitions, right? So this year, that's why they're nothing. Cagats, right? They got nothing. They got nothing, right? So I don't know. Like I wish sometimes that they would just dump a little bit of money into the team to help him out, but.
Yeah, but Elkan, he should fight more, even what Ceferin and Gravina is doing, because even what happened to us, I've been telling Santino too, even this bullshit they pull out the 10 points. We got 7th place. Then after all this shit, which everybody does it, but they punished only us. And the Plus Valenza case was dismissed. And today I just read, as the UEFA said, Roma, Milan, Inter are in good shape to join the Champions League. Ma andatemi a fanculo tutti quanti. Sti 4 jackass, 4 soldi, man. Like, seriously, man. They get okay. Milan, Inter, I cartonati, they pay a simple, multa, fines, and then we get punished.
Yeah.
Oh, fanculo. What are your thoughts about that, Santino? You're laughing because you know what I'm going to go through.
It's funny. Yeah. It is what it is, man. We just got to keep fucking playing our game, and I hope this year no injuries, and we got to win a trophy, man. That's all I care about. We got to win a trophy this year, man.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Was it 0 titoli in 3 years now?
Yeah.
It's not
Was
good,
it 3 years? The Scudetto since 2019, right?
Milan, Inter, now Napoli. The last 3 years?
4 years. 4 years.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Because the last Scudetto was 2019, right? 2019 and 20.
4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah. That's a lot.
So we gotta get our shit together, man. And Giuntoli's got to bring in the right players. We can't. We
Well,
gotta keep
it's going to
the
be a
star
lot of work
players.
because they got to get rid of 42 players in total. So it's going to be a lot of work on him. Deal June, Billy. You know what I mean?
Serie A is
Yeah,
going to be difficult this year too, man. You got a lot of difficult teams. Atalanta's tough. Lazio's going to be tough. Roma got some
Yeah, because they have money to
players.
invest.
Inter's good. Milan, we got to see, but they're bringing in talent. It's going to be tough, man.
Tough season.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, one player I really like that Roma got is Ndika, center back.
Defenseman, yeah.
That guy's good, man. I was really because he was a free agent from Frankfurt, right?
But he's
he's
good. That guy you said, and they got another guy, Awar.
Oh yeah.
He's a midfielder. He's good. I think played for Lyon. Good,
he was rumored to come to Juve I don't know how many years in a row, right? And then he never came. But yeah, I know they got a couple good upgrades for sure. Right?
Scamacca is gonna go. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and I don't know what's gonna happen with Dybala because apparently his release clause is low. It's only
10
12
million. Yeah, something like
right?
That. I think he's gonna stay another year, Dybala.
He should.
He's a king in Rome there. They love him.
For me, it would be stupid if he left, but I mean, if the Premier League comes calling, I read something the other day that Thiago Silva on Chelsea said to him he wants him to go there. But
I saw that too.
Chelsea's a fucking joke, man.
Yeah.
Chelsea is the biggest joke in world football. You know why?
Yeah.
Because they spent $600 million just in January alone.
Yeah.
And not even Champions League. They didn't even make the Europa League, I don't think.
I think they stopped at seventh place.
Biggest joke I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Liverpool, I think they stay at 7th place or 6th.
Yeah.
Now, PSG is another joke too, but at least PSG made the finals of the Champions League. They didn't win it because they lost to Bayern, but at least they made the finals, which is very, very difficult to do. But the money they spend and the star players that they've had, they should have won at least one Champions League,
Yeah. I don't know, guys. Soccer, like I said, it's getting destroyed because it's all the money going around and these Dubai guys are taking over the world. So I don't know, man. It's not going to look pretty in the future.
And Anthony, I was telling Reno, I know you guys don't like Inter, which is our rival, but Man City, I was looking at the comparison, the final there.
Yeah.
They valued Man City's team at almost 1 billion.
Yeah.
And then Inter was like
300
million. And Man City was 1 billion, right? So Inter's playing the final against Man City, who's got the best striker in Haaland, the best midfielder in De Bruyne, the best coach in Pep. And then their supporting cast with the team that Man City had. They had 3 teams they can field. And it's kind of unfair, you know what I mean? Like you get they got unlimited funds that they can spend to bring in the best of everything. They
got to do like they do in hockey, the salary cap.
I think so, man. They got to put a stop.
They have to. That's what the Super League was brought up.
Man. It's not fair. Like if you're a fan of PSG and Man City, yeah, it's all fun and games for you guys because you guys get all these players and you get all this money. But what about the other fucking teams in the other leagues? What about the teams in Portugal?
I know who's this guy is.
And the teams in Italy.
I know.
And the teams in France. What about that?
Giving credit to Inter. I know who's this guy. You fudge the guts.
No, but
I know.
you guys see what I'm saying?
No, you're right. I'm just not doing what this guy.
Ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's why, to your point about the Super League, so getting back to the topic, right? Yeah, they distance themselves from it or whatever. They said they're out. But if the Saudis keep spending, they're gonna outspend. They're gonna outspend
EPL.
EPL.
Yeah.
And if that happens, then everybody's saying EPL is gonna turn around and say, "Okay, let's get this thing going again." Right?
Yeah, but Anthony,
I already know. Tell me. You tell me. I
know the other Anthony too, but at least Anthony, you have excitement because you have all these unlimited funds to. You know what I mean? Every season. You can get excited.
1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Just 1 sec.
Yeah, you have potential to win the Champions League. You had Messi, you had Mbappe, you had Neymar, you had all these players. Verratti's there.
Yeah.
Fabian Ruiz, you got from Napoli. You're getting all these players. Donnarumma and net. So it's exciting. You have unlimited funds.
Yeah.
I don't think it, like, going back to Man City and Chelsea, when people are saying, oh, Chelsea got this or Man City won the Champions League, that doesn't impress me. You think I fucking get impressed because you got a billionaire owner that brings in the best of the best? Man City's got Haaland, De Bruyne, Pep. I'm sure you're going to win at some point the Champions League. You got the best of the best of the best.
You'd hope so, right?
You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
They're all spending all the money.
And people were laughing, oh, Man City, they never win. They never win. You know what I kept saying? I go, Ashbet, buddy. Eventually, they're going to win.
Yeah.
Buddy, you know what the fucking missing piece was? Even though he didn't do fuck on the final, they went and got the best striker, Haaland, and they won the Champions League. Eventually, they were going to win, guys. Eventually, they're going to win with all the money. Buddy, you know, Manchester United, you guys laugh. Manchester United, they're a joke. They are a joke.
Right now. Yeah.
Buddy, guaranteed, listen to Santino, guaranteed 3 to 5 years to win the Champions League. The amount of money they spend. Guaranteed. You're going to see. You'll see.
Yeah. For me, it depends who stays and who goes there. Like, because I don't know, like, okay, I know not many people really like this guy, but Rashford, he's a good player. But if he leaves, that's a big loss for them, right? But like you said, they could easily replace him. They got money.
Buddy, they
just go here.
Anthony,
right?
They're not even, if you look, they're not even in the Champions League. They spent $150 million in the transfer market. Not even in the Champions League.
I know.
Yeah,
See, he knows. My brother-in-law knows. See?
Put a like and subscribe, Mr. Anthony. Thank you. Your comments are beautiful.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know. There was talk back in January about, you know, they're relaunching the Super League, like the idea of it, right? They're going to add more teams or they're going to do whatever. So maybe
but Elkan back off. That's why too.
I know. But
what an idiot, man.
But but wait, like you said, what happens if he sells the team and they get somebody
then it might be different? Yeah, I hope so. Because I don't think he's going to be there for a while. So hopefully they sell it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's destroying the Ferrari too. He's a big, like, very rich guy. What does he care about Juventus and the Ferrari? Just keep for him, Juventus and Ferrari are toys for him. So,
anyways, boys, I'm gonna hop off here because I got something I gotta do.
Okay, bro. No problem.
Nice seeing you, brother. Forza Juve. Reno, always a pleasure. You guys have a good.
My pleasure too.
I'm sure we're gonna do this again. Okay, boys.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch before I leave.
Okay, ciao, boys.
Okay, ciao. Lots to talk about.
Always fun with Mr. Santino Miranda.
Hey, but you see, at the end, he had to talk about Inter and Man City.
Oh, he couldn't get away without mentioning, just sliding that in there about the Champions League with them, eh? Oh, my God.
Whatever. They made it after 10 years. Those 10 years, we made the semifinals, so it doesn't bother me.
Well, they're still hanging on to 2010, that one Champions League they won.
Hey, right? Yeah, but all the dirty stuff that Moretti did, do we want to talk about it? But Recoba, all the fuss supports, hey, nobody talks about that.
That's why they got there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Juve had to get relegated to Serie B because of who? Because of them. And then it took them how many years to come back? And sure, yeah, you're going to win some. I don't even know if they.
That was the only way for them to open their cycle. Like Marcello Lippi said, in order for Inter to win, Juventus had to be into Calciopoli. They had to create Calciopoli. That's the truth. Ma, this guy over here, no, Santino, no good way you leave. Ma, che cazzo sei tu? From work? Tell me your name, you testa di grappa. I know who you are. Until you don't tell me, I'm not telling you, buddy. I see you at work, buddy. I'll fix you.
No good. He likes the Boston Bruins and he likes Inter. That's no good.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure, because I have some guys at work, but they're not the actual names on here, so I'm trying to figure. I heard somebody that I like Boston Bruins from work, but I don't remember who he is. So.
And he's alive in Vancouver still? They didn't kill him?
Maybe, I don't know. Well, Vancouver, there's a lot of people. They like the Phillies, the Blackhawks, Chicago. So it's like.
No, you know why I say that, right? Well, you probably don't know because you don't follow. Because in 2011,
2010, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that. Yeah.
I watched it too. Very painful, but
I watched that. Then I watched 1994 here in Vancouver when we lost with New York Rangers when I was living here in Vancouver when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But that's Canucks. They make to the fire every 50 years, so they're like Intermerda. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's better than my city, better than Toronto. It's been over 50 years, so at least they've made it a couple times now.
What, Toronto?
1967 was the last time they won.
Oh, what about Montreal recently?
Oh
Right?
no, Montreal. They've won more. Yeah, they won the most. So anyway, but that's another topic for another day, as they say.
Yeah. Well, me, like I said, I'm not a big hockey fan. I'm into music, soccer. That's it. So.
Did we?
Okay.
What else did we get through all the topics, or you still got some more stuff there?
No, I think that's pretty much it. We can save the rest. The other, I have no news coming along, so
Yeah.
pretty much we covered everything. Then, like I said, when the conversation come along, then we talked about a lot. So then Sabine brought up.
There is
many
one more
episodes.
thing, one more small thing. I
Sure.
don't know
Why not?
about Artur and Fiorentina.
Yeah, I heard that today, but we don't know if he's gonna go. But maybe.
So they're saying it's going to be loan because nobody's going to buy him. So it's loan with option, and Juve is going to pay like majority of the salary. So they're basically just making him go play somewhere else, paying him most of the salary to go away. So I mean, at this point, most of the people I watch and I follow, they say, you know what, like as long as he's gone, it's to your point of we have 42 players right now. We need to get to at least
in total. That's what Mr.
Right?
Our paisano said. So
Just to bring it down a bit. So
yeah. Well, we were waiting on Zakaria when they close the deal with West Ham. I hope so. So
yeah. No, I was joking with some people earlier today. I was texting and I was telling them, if we make this deal with Fiorentina, we should tell them, okay, you can take him for a year, we'll pay whatever, but next year we get Parisi.
I hope so. But nobody was going to wait for Parisi. So
No, I don't know. He's
we'll
gone
see.
now. It's too late, but
It's funny how Sonny doesn't like these young kids. He wants an experienced player, but we don't have the money for the good players now.
Well,
we're not going to see the big Juve like back in the day.
That's the thing, though. Like, I understand what he's saying about SMS, right? Because
but the guy, we've been trying to fight for 6 years. The guy's 29 years old. But we have to see. I don't think with that leg he'll do that great. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. We need new faces. Even Pogba, new faces, man.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But that's why, like, I like the player, but like Alberto was saying, like to sell Rovella and 20 million, like that doesn't make sense. I know he's not proven. Santino's got a point. He hasn't proved, but how's the guy going to prove anything if it's only his second or third year in playing in Serie A, right? Like he's got to let him play for a bit and see. Okay, yeah, maybe his potential long term will never become like SMS, but he's also kind of a different player, like a little bit. But
yeah.
So for me, I think we dodged a bullet because we would have been paying a lot of money for him. So now at least we get to keep one of the younger players. And remember, everybody keeps forgetting about, because right now we're focused on this year, right? Obviously. But next year, Rabiot is gone because he signed only 1 year. So they're going to need to bring in another midfielder. If Pogba gets hurt again or he decides to go to Saudi, there's 2 guys gone. So then you're going to have only young guys, Fagioli, Miretti, Rovella, Locatelli, and that's it. Pogba's maybe gone. Rabiot's maybe gone. So we have too many midfielders right now, but you need to, like you said, about
you need the right ones.
Samarj, the guy from Udinese, right? So
yeah, because Locatelli, yes, he puts his heart, but maybe we need another coach. I don't see him. He kind of dropped after the national team. You know what I mean? So
I know, but I'm kind of with Alberto on this one. Like I think he's good. I know you don't agree, but I think it's just, for me, it's the position for him. He's more of a CDM. Like he needs to play more because he's almost like a center back. So you need more of those offensive mids in front of him to receive the ball, receive the passes from him, right? And he can stay back to kind of help out the defenders. But again, this all depends on the formation.
Yeah.
Right? So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I guess we can cover up right now.
Yeah, sure.
Pretty much, it's a good hour. We covered everything. So
No, yeah, well,
I'll have you back again, Mr. Santino Miranda. Maybe before
yeah.
I leave, if I'm not busy, but I'll manage something.
Okay. Well, like,
thank you very much for coming, Anthony. It's a pleasure. And thank you all at the chat. Put a like and subscribe. Those bada bing bada boom I want to see. Anthony, se dopo aspetta, non andare da nessuna parte.
Sì, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, stay close. We'll keep in touch soon. Okay, maybe next week for another live, but the video updates will be on the go. But there's always news. So like and subscribe. Buona serata a tutti with a nice Mexican beer, unfortunately, and ci vediamo a presto. Ciao ciao e arrivederci.